What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to scrape tweets automatically by creating a simple workflow in N8N. Let's get started. To scrape tweets, I'm going to use this tool called Apify. Apify is an incredible tool that you can use to scrape any website and automate projects. To get 30% off your first subscription to this tool, just use the link in the description to sign up and create your account. Then after creating your account, head over to Apify store. Then here, we're going to search for the website that we'd like to scrape. In our case, we like to scrape tweets. So I'll search for tweets scraper and click on search. And here, you can see we have over 180 tools that we can use to scrape tweets. To scrape tweets, I'm going to use this tool right here. So I'll open this tool on a new tab. So here, all you have to do is add the URL to the page that you'd like to scrape your tweets. You can add the since date right here, and add the number of tweets that you'd like to scrape. So to do that, I'll click on start right here and scrape tweets to this page right here. You can see that our work tile is getting our data. Let's give it a second. And you can see right here, we successfully scraped tweets. This page here, we're getting the name, URL of the tweet, when the tweet was posted, the tweet, the likes count, and the retweet count right here. So now, instead of having to manually scrape the tweets right here in Apify, we can create a workflow in N8N that scrapes the tweets for us. Here, I'll search for Apify and click on Apify. Here, you'll need to install it first if you haven't installed it yet. And after installing it, click on the Run an Actor node. Then here, you'll need to create your credential by clicking on Create a New Credential. Then here, click on Connect My Account. Then on the new window that pops out, choose the account that you'd like to connect to N8N. Here, I'll close this window. And here, we'd like to run an actor. And here, I'm going to choose a recently used actor. And I'm going to select our tool right here. Here, we're going to add our JSON. Here, I'll click on Expression and expand right here to add our JSON right here. To get our JSON, I'll go back to our tool. And when it says Manual in JSON, click on JSON. And here, I'll copy this JSON. Then I'll paste our JSON right here. Here, we'd like to scrape 10 tweets since this date from this page right here. So to do that, I'll click on Execute step right here. You can see it's executing our node. Let's give it a second. Here, you can see we successfully scraped our tweets and got the dataset ID over here. So to get the tweets, I'll search for Apify again. Click on Apify. And then here, I'll click on the Get Dataset Items node. And here, we're going to map the dataset ID right here. And then I'll click on Execute step to get our tweets. You can see we got our 10 tweets right here. Here. For each of our tweets, we got all the data right here. We got this profile data here. We also got the tweets, the likes count, quote count, reply count, retweet count right here, and when the tweet was posted here. We got all this data from each of our tweets over here. So when I click on table here, and I scroll right here, you can see the actual tweets. You can see we scraped a total of 10 tweets from this page over here. So here, I rename this node to tweets scraper and click on rename. And here I'll rename this node to get tweets. And here I'll click on rename. So now when I open this node, here you can see we are manually inputting the URL of the page that we like to scrape the tweets. Here we can also automate this part. So now to automate it, we're going to add the URLs to a sheet in a spreadsheet. In Google Sheets, I've created a spreadsheet that I've renamed to scrape tweets spreadsheet. In this spreadsheet, I've created a sheet that I've renamed to username. And here, I've added the links to the accounts that we would like to scrape the tweets. So I've added my account, Elon's account right here. So now, in our workflow here, I'm going to unlink this and search for Google Sheets right here. And I'm going to click on Google Sheets. I'm going to click on the Get Rows in Sheet node right here. And here you'll need to create your credential by signing in with the Google account to connect your account to N8N. Since I had already done that, I'm going to close this right here and choose our document, which is this document right here. The sheet will be the username sheet. And here, I'll click on Execute step to get our URLs. Then here, I'll map this over here. Now to align it, here I rename this node to get page URLs and click on rename right here. Now, this node, I'll open it, expand it right here. Now instead of manually adding our URLs right here, we're going to map the URLs from our spreadsheet right here. I'll click on execute workflow to get our URL and script our tweets and get the tweets right here. You can see that our workflow was executed successfully. Here we got our two profiles, URLs right here. Then we scrape their tweets and got their tweets right here. Create the tweets from my page and Elon Musk's page right here. Right here, and got the tweets over here. Now with our tweets right here, we can proceed and add the tweets to a Google Sheets. So in our spreadsheet, I've also created another sheet that I've renamed to scraped tweets. And here's where we're going to add our tweets. So here we're going to add the username of the account that we're scraping the tweet. Here we're going to add the tweet, like the tweet got, quote, the quote count, reply count, and the link to the tweet over here. So to add our tweets to this sheet, here I'll search for Google Sheets, click on Google Sheets. Then here I'll click on append row in sheet node. Here I'm going to find our document, which is this document right here, in our sheet, which is this sheet right here. Now we're going to map values to our columns in our spreadsheet with the data that we scraped using Apify. So for the username, I'm going to map it right here. The tweet, I'm going to map it right here. I'm going to add the likes count, quote count, the reply count, and the tweet URL over here. Now I'll click on execute step to add our tweets to our spreadsheet. You can see our node was executed successfully. And we successfully added my tweets and Elon Musk's tweets to our spreadsheet using this workflow right here. So here I'll rename this node to scraped tweets and click on rename right here. Now when I open our spreadsheet, you can see the tweets that we scraped using our workflow right here. So here we added the username of the account that we're scraping the tweets. And here we're getting the tweets. You can see the tweets that we scraped from these pages. Here the likes count, quote count, reply count, and the URL to the tweets. Here. So we scraped these tweets and added the tweets to this spreadsheet using the simple workflow that we created here in N8N. So here we are getting the URL of the page that you would like to scrape the tweets and adding the URLs right here. Then we are scraping the tweets using this tool in Apify. Then we are getting our tweets using this tool right here. And then we are using this node right here. And then we are adding our tweets to our spreadsheet, which is on this sheet right here. We're adding the username, the actual tweet that we scraped, likes of the tweet, quote count, the reply count, and the URL to the tweet right here. Now when I open this URL, you can see the actual tweet that we scraped using our workflow over here. Now we can try testing our workflow and see how it works. To test it, so here we're going to add the URLs of the account that would like to scrape the tweets. So I've added Alex and Naval's accounts URLs over here. So I'd like to scrape 10 of their tweets. Now to scrape their tweets, now workflow, I'll click on execute workflow right here. You can see that our workflow was executed successfully. Here we got our two URLs. I would like to scrape the tweets. Then we scrape the tweets using this tool in Apify. We got the tweets right here. You can see we got a total of 20 tweets. Then added the tweets to our spreadsheet over here using this node right here. Now when I open our spreadsheet here, you can see the tweets that we scraped from these two pages right here. So we scraped 10 tweets from Alex Moses' page and 10 tweets from Naval's page right here. And here are the tweets that we scraped using our workflow from the pages. Here are the likes count, quote count, reply count, and the tweet URLs here. So we scraped these tweets and added the tweets to our spreadsheet right here using this workflow that we created right here in N8N. If you'd like me to create this workflow for you or a workflow similar to this one, just click the first link in the description to schedule a call with me. On the call, we'll discuss into details the workflow that you'd like me to create for you, and then I'll proceed to create the workflow for you. But if you enjoyed this video and you have a workflow or an AI agent in mind that you'd like me to create using N8N, just comment it down below in the comment section. I read all the comments And if I land on your comment and I find it intriguing, I'll come back on a future video showing you how to create the entire workflow or AI agent from scratch using N8N. But for now, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.